students, today we will do exercise of chapter 7 new questions and ideas of history. So let's start from question number 1. Describe the ways in which the Buddha tried to spread his message to the people. So the answer is Buddha taught the people in Prakrit, which was the language of the ordinary people, so that everybody could understand his message without any difficulty. Second, he also encouraged people to think for themselves rather to simply accept what he said. Third, Buddha himself set an example to lead a simple life. And fourth, Gautam Buddha moved from place to place to give his message to all people, ordinary as well as people from other classes of society. Now, question number 2. Write whether true or false. First, the Buddha encouraged animal sacrifices. False. Second, Samath is important because it was the place where the Buddha taught for the first time. This is true. Third, the Buddha taught the karma has no effect on our lives. False. The Buddha attained enlightenment at Bodh Gaya. This is true. Upanishadic thinkers believed that the Atma and Brahma were ultimately one. This is also true. Okay, now question number. See the answers. Now question number 3. What were the questions that Upanishadic thinkers wanted to answer? So the answer is Upanishadic thinkers wanted to know about life after death. Some wanted to know why sacrifices should be performed. They felt there had to be something permanent in the universe that lasted even after death. Their ideas are recorded in the Upanishads. Now, question number 4. What were the main teachings of the Mahavir? So, the answer is following are the main teachings of the Mahavir. First, people who wish to know the truth must leave their home. Second, the truth seeker must follow the rules of Ahimsa. The rule of Ahimsa means not hurting or killing any living being. Life is dear to all living beings. Now, question number 5. Why do you think Amagha's mother wanted her to know the story of Buddha? So the answer is Buddha was the founder of Buddhism and he was the wise one. His stories could be inspirational and motivational to students. So Angha's mother wanted her to know his story. Sorry, Angha's not, Anagha's. Question number 6. Do you think it would have been easy for slaves to join the Sangh? Give reasons for your answer. So the answer is yes. I think it would have been easy for slaves to join the Sangh because Buddha favored and stressed equality of human beings. Moreover, some slaves were very good at their work and performed many useful services for the people of Sanghs. Now question number 7. Make a list of at least 5 ideas and questions mentioned in this lesson. Choose 3 from the list and discuss why you think they are important even today. So here the answer is ideas and questions mentioned in the lesson and their relevance today. Life is full of suffering and unhappiness. It is due to our unfulfilled desires. This is true today since most people are not satisfied with what they have. They resort to unfair means out of greed and end up in suffering and trouble. Second, our actions, karma, affect us in our current life as well as next life. Third, we should not hurt or kill any living being according to Mahavira. This is important because every living being has a desire to live. Fourth, thinkers wanted to know about life after death and they wanted to know why sacrifices should be performed. Now question number 8. Find out more about men and women who renounce the world today. Where do they live? What kind of clothes do they wear? What do they eat? Why do they renounce the world? So the answer is religious saints, monks, nuns, philosophers, Jain Munnis, Ryan as well as women, men and women who have joined the Buddha Sangh renounce the world even today. They live in ashrams, vihars, sanghs, dargahs, or lonely places of meditation or worship. Some of them even live in remote forests or near some permanent rivers or on the peak of mountains. They meditate for the most of the time. They wear very simple clothes or clothes of particular color and design. Generally, they eat vegetarian food, simple rice or chapatis, along with milk, fruit, vegetables, and pulses. They renounce the world because they feel that only those who leave their homes can gain true knowledge. So, here your chapter 7 is completed. Write in your fair copy. Okay, and tomorrow we will start chapter 8 of history.